Well, the AG and the Prime Minister said they can account for him at any stage. So, I mean, I think the police should be going directly to the AG and asking for him. I think the action of fraud squad is quite interesting. It's grabbed all the headlines, but maybe a little bit too late because these allegations have been in the public domain so long. Whether or not they're going to get any information that they require at this stage is left to be seen. But at least it's a good sign the new DPP has the police hopping. Yes. And I think without judging the issue, what people in the country want to see is proactive behavior on the part of the police and the DPP, that nobody is above the law. It ought never to be that just the average citizen is punished, but let the law of the land be for all.
Absolutely.
And I think that, without judging an issue, is what the country needs to see. So that, you know, where the issue that I think really grabs the headlines really is the Honorable Prime Minister making the wild aspersion to everybody, or casting a wild aspersion that everybody who attacks him literally now, in particular the media, are funded or associated with drug dealers. And I think what is worrying is, remember, the Prime Minister is privy to more information than the average citizen. He's head of the Security Council. He has access to information from a security point of view that the average citizen would not normally have. And to make these wild allegations create such suspicion, and really it is a reckless statement. Because he continues to say he's not going to give the names. But if you make a public statement like that, the acting commissioner of police is now duty bound to go and see him, investigate him. Because if he has not only information, but he's saying these people are conspiring against him, let's have it investigated, let's deal with it. Because I think every upstanding Trinidadian citizen of the country will want this matter investigated. And you can't make these statements that are going to sort of inflict injury into the independence and the character of so many people. And you know, it jumps from the comment, first of all, when you say only only those who vote for us can criticize.
Imagine.
Then they say that we are all at fault for attacking the soul of the nation, which was Udicott. Then last week it was war against everybody. Now there's a conspiracy because they've launched 4 boats. The drug dealers have taken over, and literally anybody who criticizes healthcare, if your child is sick, can't get help, you are a drug dealer. If you are in the media and you're trying to be independent, you're a drug dealer.
You're in cahoots with the drug dealers against the Prime Minister.
Exactly. If murder rate is 108 and you're incapable of dealing with it, you're a drug dealer. I mean, that is such a disappointing statement on the part of the PNM.
And you're putting it nicely.
Of course, because the thing is, that's not a progressive thing. That clearly is a political statement to gain sympathy from his diehard supporters in the face of a local government election. That, look, there's a whole conspiracy, all these people are against us. But the media is, if you are doing so much and your government is failing so miserably that the media has so much information, it is the duty of an independent media to investigate it. The media can't just say, well, let's just highlight nice things and forget.
Of course.
Remember, government has a duty and a responsibility to in charge of the coffers, all the money. They have a responsibility to each and every citizen. If the media does not take a role to be a watchdog, and I always say when the opposition fails, the media and the citizens of this country have the responsibility to keep a government in check and balance. And to make a wild allegation like that, it casts such aspersions on everybody. It's unfortunate. And what it is, it's really desperation on his part, because he has no answers. And when we look in the last 4 weeks, every week is another comment jumping on another spin to try to see if they can deal with it. And that is a sign that you have no answers to anything, and nothing has been done that is really attacking of a government. Look at today's newspaper with Fraud Squad. Is that attacking a government? If the police and the DPP is doing what due process dictates, is that an attack? If people are dying in the hospitals because you can't fund the hospitals, is that a problem? $80 million for Napa is required to fulfill it. If you have artists now coming out and saying we were tricked into advertising for you, many parties saying that we don't even know what you did inside it. Is all of this drug conspiracy? And you know what irritates me? And we've discussed this in the past. All these years, which big drug dealer have they brought to justice?
But they know who the Mr. Big is.
But and I told you, the DEA comes in this country out of the US. They come, arrest people, extradite them, prosecute them, jail them, and they deal with the matters. But yet we can't jail anybody. It's always the gardener, the fisherman, the boy in the block, and you can't get anybody. So where are we going? It is just a red herring.
Of course.